Hello, this is Bernanke from the TnT group, doing a webcast for NakedTrader.com, along with Andrew Tehako. We did not do a webcast yesterday. I apologize about that. I'm trying to do it consistently here about this time every day, 10:30. Just got caught up in some other stuff we had to do, and then at the same time Bernanke was talking, so wanted to get that into the picture here today. Basically, let's start off talking about the Bernanke speech. Andrew, what did you think?
Pretty much, I mean, I was a little disappointed that he didn't really mention anything about QE. I think a lot of people are waiting for it. I thought it would have helped with the uncertainty of knowing whether or not they're going to cut it short, stay in the QE2, or even go to QE3. So I'm a little disappointed in that. And then they also, he hit on a lot of inflation stuff. He's starting to become a little worried about it, which, you know, I don't think anyone should be really surprised about that. I mean, we've been talking a while with this oil, gold, you know, food, agriculture, everything so high up here. It's hard to ignore that there possibly is inflation out there. But those are pretty much, I think, the key points he hit on yesterday.
But the crazy thing is their government numbers aren't showing it. So, you know, until it starts coming through on that, and the big part of it is, you know, they kind of take out food and energy. It's going to be interesting, though. I mean, we obviously have a big escalation in these oil prices and gas prices recently. I think the biggest thing I took out of Bernanke yesterday, which we did get short some bonds on it, is, yeah, the less talk. You know, the big thing was trying to fight deflation, and as soon as we got inflation, that basically, you know, that was what they were looking for. I don't think they're going to end QE2. But I think if you read between the lines, I don't think there's going to be a QE3. Now, did that set the tone yesterday for the equity sell-off? Not sure. Not sure why the equities rallied today either. Again, gas is very impressive today if you're watching the RBOB. We are actually sitting right now on the highs from the spike on the Libyan news night. And WTI is probably got about $2 away. So I don't know why these equities are sitting here, if that's the relationship. That's kind of the confusing thing today that we've been watching at. Got to rub it in Tony's face a little bit with this dollar. I think this thing's just terrible. I'd love to be short it. I feel sorry for somebody who's long it, because I just don't think we're going to see a bounce. We got that bounce yesterday, a little bit up to above that 04 half area, but we just took it down today. And you know, as soon as you're sending troops over and we're doing more money, we're doing all this, the dollar's not a safety haven. Again, like I said, gold and silver, you want to be safe getting that gold and silver, or even getting the oil, you know, if you want. That would be more of a safety haven to me. The only other thing I was looking at today, going with the bad dollar type sense, I think I'm starting to get just bearish all of North America type stuff. So looking at Canada, looking at Mexico, possibly getting short their currencies against either Europe or Australia or New Zealand or something like that. I would have liked to have gotten along the New Zealand dollar today, but the big news is that the earthquake got, you know, really shattered those guys over there, and they're actually talking about how they could really use a rate cut. So that's kind of the scary thing over there. On the currency side, that's pretty much it. On the energy side, like I said, watch this gas about 303.83. Oil, I think, is cheap here compared to that, and I think, you know, Brent's going to lead the way on this. Otherwise, I'm still questioning why natural gas is down here. I think sooner or later you got to buy it as an alternative energy source and possibly get a pop out of it. That's it.
I think with that gas, and Bernanke kind of hit on it too, that he's starting to really watch gasoline, and it's obviously going to affect people's, you know, incomes, how much they spend, their expenditures. But I think if you watch that national average, and last time I think I heard it was around $3.50. I think once you start hitting that $4, everyone's going to really begin talking about it, and it's going to really start hitting home to just the normal consumer, the everyday person. I think that's going to be the key. You know, these minis might really take it into account, that $4 gas. But keep an eye on that, I would say. But that's it right now. The debt markets today are really dead. They're not really giving you too much to go off of.
One last thing on the debt side. We do like being long the U.S. curve, especially the FOB which is the 5-year over the 30-year. So if you're looking to do a long-term trade over a time duration here, we do like buying that FOB, especially being short the 30 years. Any type of talk of inflation, that's the trade we're looking for. I still think it's cheap here. I still think you can buy it. On the grain side of it, we are starting to get bullish wheat, right?
Yes.
Starting to get bullish wheat. Not as much bullish corn anymore, but getting into the wheat side. And on the softs, like on the cattle and hogs, be careful. They're starting to sell this stuff, which to me is bad also. When they're selling those cattle and hogs, to me that means that people are really concerned that there's not going to be the money out there to buy the almost luxury type meats and stuff like that. So keep an eye on that. And lumber's been in a free fall here the last couple of days. All of it adds up to me bearish our stock market, but today was a shock with this rally. We got kind of beat up on this rally today, but I guess after today, looking more towards unemployment.
Yeah, expect nothing really tomorrow. I wouldn't. I mean, something does happen, go with it. But yeah, you do have ECB tomorrow also. So expect some slower markets, possibly leading into ECB and unemployment.
And keep an eye on Bernanke the devil today. He's still talking on the TV. He's a jerk, but you gotta listen to him. So we'll see what he keeps saying today. I don't think anything's really gonna change, but he is doing his Q&A. That could, if he shifts on anything, that could kind of change it. So other than that, that's it. Again, Brian Tehako and Andrew Tehako coming from the TnT group, doing a webcast for NakedTrader.com. Happy trading, and we'll talk to you guys tomorrow.
Take it easy.